Great morning, everyone. Y'all, how y'all doing this morning? Let me get the energy going. For some reason, I can't hear y'all that good. Let me turn this up. All right, here we go. How y'all doing this beautiful morning? It is Wednesday, November the 22nd, 2023. This will be considered Thanksgiving Eve. How y'all doing this morning? For those who have paid memberships to this channel, I just want to welcome you all. Welcome for being here. Thank you for being a loyal membership holder. We have several people that have had a membership with Kimmies World for over a month. Some of you all are like, what is a paid membership? A subscriber is just a subscriber. So I'm going to show you all real quick so y'all know what it is. So like Davita Hurst, y'all see her name that has popped up at the bottom of the chat. She has a little circle with an S kind of like to the side. She is a paid subscriber, and eventually Kimmies World is going to get to the point to where we will only have paid membership live broadcasts, meaning you can watch it but you can't comment. So for those of you all who, if this is your first time being here on Kimmies World, y'all, I'm tongue-tied this morning. Thanks for being here. If you have yet to subscribe to the channel, listen, I'm going to need y'all to stop shacking up with Kimmies World. I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. While you're subscribing to the channel, go ahead and turn your notification bell on so you know when we go live here on Kimmies World, or if we have any new content coming in. How many of y'all watched that reel yesterday with Caiden on his bicycle? And I know y'all like, what reel? Exactly. If your notifications were on, you will know about the reel. You would have been the first one to see it. Make sure you go watch it. It is hilarious. Caiden had a blast. For those of you all who are tuning in from Facebook, welcome. Thank you for being here this morning. One thing I need each and every one of you to do, if you're tuning in from Facebook, once you finish watching on Facebook, I need you to swing on over to YouTube and subscribe to Kimmies World so you can watch the Kimmies Morning Show, and you will be able to participate in the show, because eventually we're going to do away with Facebook tuning in. So I know you're wondering, how do I subscribe? Well, if you're on your cell phone, what you can do is go to your app store. Everybody has an app store on their phone. You're going to go to your app store and you're going to type in YouTube. Not YouTube TV, but YouTube. Type that into your app store. Once you type that, you're going to download the YouTube app to your phone. Once you download the YouTube app, if you have a Google email account, you can go ahead and sign up to YouTube through your Google email account. Once you do that, you're logged into YouTube. Once you're logged into YouTube, come on over to Kimmies World, click subscribe. If you're trying to figure out, how do I get to Kimmies World? Go to the search bar of YouTube. Let me show y'all, because I know it's a lot of people that say, I don't know how to get on YouTube. Y'all see that little bar up at the top? It looks like a magnifying glass. You're going to tap it. You're going to type in Kimmies World. Once you tap that, you'll be directed to my YouTube channel. Once you get there, it's going to say join or subscribe. Go ahead and click that and you will become a part of the family. Now when you watch the videos, you can comment and everybody will see your comment, and then you will be participating like everybody else who's participating in the Kimmies Morning Show. So if you clicked on this live already, I need you to do one thing. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. This is free. Now I know y'all like, dog, she got so many so many instructions before the live show because there's so many people that don't know what you know. So I got to help them along the process. I need you to click the like button. Now, if you're wondering, what is the like button? It's a little thumbs up. Just click it. It's so simple. That's all you have to do. Now, if you can't comment, if you can't click it, that means you have not logged into YouTube. You can go in through your phone, or you can go in through your computer, type in your browser, YouTube, and go through the same process that I just said. So anyway, Latanya Bay said, hit them likes. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Listen, you're letting YouTube know that you appreciate the content that is coming from Kimmies World, and that pushes this video further into the algorithm. Now, y'all know I always talk about Facebook. Facebook loves Kimmies World. They share the broadcast. They watch it. I'm talking about the likes be liking, the views be viewing over there in Facebook world. So I need YouTube to get with the process. You know, a lot of people say that YouTube is the tree that keeps on giving. Well, they ain't giving me nothing now. So I'm going to need y'all help to help YouTube give me something. I can't do it by myself. It takes a village to get there. So anyway, let's see who's in our chat this morning. We have, as always, but you know what, Davita? Danielle beat you in the chat this morning. She got here at 7:54 in the morning. Y'all, she was early to the program. She got here. So Davita must be either cooking her Thanksgiving dinner or she must be around some family because she usually be here bright and early. Great morning. Thanks for being here, Danielle. Thank you, Caiden, because I know he is watching. KK and what's the other baby name? Carson. Thanks for watching the Kimmies Morning Show. We also have Davita in the building, y'all. She got here at 8 o'clock on the dot. She said, good morning, Kimmy and beautiful people. Great morning. Great morning. We got Vicky. She got here at 8:01, y'all. Y'all, they get a time. What time y'all? Click in the chat. It says, good morning, Kimmy in chat. Great morning. We have Lynetta Kindred. She said, good morning, Kimmy. She was here at 8:01 too, baby. She was here too. Great morning. Vicky speaking to Davita. She said, good morning. Danielle said, good morning, Davita. See, this is what I love on the Kimmies Morning Show. Being in Kimmies World, we are one big happy family. I have created some friends. I've never met some of these people, but I enjoy communicating, engaging with you all every single day. And when you don't show up to the Kimmies Morning Show, I miss y'all. Like, there's several people that usually be here that I'm missing them. But if you're busy and you have to watch it on the replay, that's just fine. I forgot to give a shout out to the replay gang. How y'all doing, replay gang? For those of you all who have a hard time catching a live because you have prior engagements, thank you for watching this video on the replay. All right, we have Latanya Banks. She said, good morning, everyone. We have Nana Banana. Oh, Nana Banana got a crew with her this morning. She got my brother. So great morning to my brother. My brother came in all the way from Arizona to visit. We also have Carter. Carter is in the building. How you doing, Carter? And my daddy, y'all, he just got up out the bed, child. I tell you, when you don't have nothing to do, you can sleep in. Davita said she prepping, but listen, I told y'all she was cooking her Thanksgiving dinner because Davita usually be here. So for those of you all who are cooking your Thanksgiving dinner, save me a little piece. I can't get it for real, but just eat enough for me. All right. Nana said, yes, we are cooking for Thanksgiving. All these beautiful people who are a part of Kimmie's World, y'all cooking y'all Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all don't add too much salt and sugar in this stuff. Honey, I cooked some greens yesterday, and I guess my taste buds are off. That was a little bit too salty, so I tried to dilute it, y'all. That wasn't working. I add a potato. Sure did add a potato, and honey, that helped. Yes, Lord. So that's a tip for you all who are cooking. Y'all probably already know this, but if your food is too salty and you're cooking some greens like I did, add a potato in there, child. Add a potato. It'll take the saltiness out. All right. So let's turn this music down. It is time for some of our most favorite people. This is their time of the show. We have several little ones that watch the show with their grandmother, great grandmama, and mama too. So this is their part of the show. And then after we do this, they run along because they don't care about what we're talking about. So we are going to sing Happy Birthday, Carter. Are you ready? You ready, Caden? You ready to sing Happy Birthday? You ready, Kay? Carson? All right, we're going to sing Happy Birthday. And for any other kid that's out there, now you might be a kid at heart, but that's okay. I need you to sing Happy Birthday because one day it's going to be your birthday. And so we're going to be singing to you. So we got to spread the love. So y'all ready? We're going to sing Happy Birthday. 1, 2, ready, sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everybody. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating a birthday on today. And we're just going to run through the birthdays. The first birthday that popped up was Rodney Dangerfield. He was so funny. So funny. Happy birthday. Scarlett Johansson's birthday. Happy birthday. Mark I can't pronounce this word. Mark Ruffalo is his birthday. Happy birthday. Michael D. Cohen. Happy birthday. Billie Jean King. Happy birthday. She's a former tennis player. Didn't know that. Mads Mikkelsen. Probably Michelson. Happy birthday. Juju Smith. Happy birthday. Woozy's birthday. Happy birthday. Child, who are these people? Hailey Bieber. Happy birthday. Jamie Lee Curtis. Happy birthday. Dulcie Dornan. Happy birthday. Cody Cole. Happy birthday. Celine Tams. Happy birthday. Trevor Tordmans. It's not spelled like that, but I hope that's how you pronounce it. Happy birthday. Villy Velos. Happy birthday. Catherine McNamara. Oh, child. Happy birthday. Baby Ariel. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now, what happened in Black history on November the 22nd? Well, the first thing that happened was on November the 22nd, 1930, Elijah Muhammad founds the Nation of Islam in Detroit in 1930. Didn't know that. All right. The Philadelphia Tribune was founded on November the 22nd, 1884. Oh, here's some more Mississippi facts right here. We got to read this. For those of you who are from Mississippi, on November 22nd, 1865, Mississippi legislature enacted black codes which restricted the rights and freedom of movement of the freedmen. The black codes enacted in Mississippi and other southern states virtually re-enslaved the freedmen. In some states, any white could arrest any black. Wow. Servants in South Carolina were required to work from sunrise to sunset. Wow. This will sure mess up Gen Z, wouldn't it? To be quiet and orderly and go to bed at reasonable hours. It was a crime in Mississippi for blacks to own farmland. In South Carolina, blacks had to get a special license to work outside the domestic and farm laborer categories. Wow. Y'all, this will really mess up Gen Z. Working from sun up to sundown. Ooh, that's more than 12-hour workday, isn't it? Oh, my. One more. Let's see. We talked about that. I don't see anything else that's, oh, here's one. Guion S. Bluford Jr., PhD. He was a colonel in the United States Air Force. He's retired, first African-American in space. Wow. Today is his birthday, November 22nd, 1942. Happy birthday. All right. So let's go through the chat. Let's see what's going on. I see y'all out here. Davita says she adds sugar. I had already added just a little pinch of sugar in the greens, and I had added just a little bit of vinegar. So I had to put that potato in there. But you're right, sugar is good for salty foods. If y'all cooking, you can add a little bit of sugar. You can add a little bit of vinegar depending on what you're cooking. And then there was some other things that popped up as well. And don't forget the iced potato. All right. My mom said, Carter says he is ready. All right. Carter always ready to sing. And Danielle said the kids were ready too. Y'all, they love happy birthday. Simply Travel on Me said, good morning, everyone in the chat. I'm listening and working on parent-teacher conference notes. Y'all, she's a kindergarten teacher, I believe. So shout out to you. Great morning, sis. How you doing? She said, good morning. My sister said, good morning, big sister. All right. Latanya said, happy birthday. She said, hey, Danielle. All right. All right. So we are going to get on. First of all, let me look to see what y'all been doing. Have y'all been clicking the likes? We got 10 people in the chat. Let's see if we got 10 likes. Let's see. I don't know. My voice is, we got 8 likes. 2 people done logged off since I said about the lights, but that's okay. Y'all can watch from the bushes. It's okay. It might be some people that can't get YouTube. I know several people that watch me that don't know how to add YouTube. All right. So we are going to proceed on. Let me see. Y'all, let me tell you what I did yesterday. Y'all know that specific person has been coming over to Facebook every single day, dropping that WhatsApp mess in my chat. So you know what I did? I found that little rascal yesterday and I blocked him. So we don't have to worry about them anymore. So, all right, let's see. Do we have anybody tuning in on Facebook? I'm just going to look on Facebook real quick just to see who's tuning in on Facebook. Child, I guess people cooking, but that's okay. So anyway, we're going to proceed on. We're going to go ahead and go to our morning's inspiration.
Good morning, each and every one of you. I trust that God has blessed you this past night, and I know that He will continue to bless you throughout this day as long as you look forward. I would like to encourage each one of you to have a positive attitude. We're approaching Thanksgiving one more day, and after that, we will enjoy the festivities of Thanksgiving. Now, I will ask each and every one of you, if you're traveling, please be careful on the highway. Look out for you. Take care of you and your family and others on the highway. May God bless you this day, and you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving day.
Morning's inspiration, Jeremiah 29:13. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. King James Version. All right. Shout out to my dad for doing this morning's inspiration, child. I called him. He was like, I'm still in the bed. I said, look, just clear your throat. Get you a cup of coffee. I need the morning's inspiration. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what is going on with my voice. Good gracious. Anyway, we are going to proceed on with the show this morning. Seems like I'm losing my voice. So the first thing I want to talk about is, many of you know that it's been probably, hold on, I like to have my facts together when I talk. It's been a little over a week since Jenny Apple has passed away. Now, many of you know, if you've been following the Kimmies Morning Show, Jenny Apple had a non-smoking lung cancer. And she documented her journey through her cancer battle through YouTube. And she not only left the YouTube videos up to help people that may be experiencing the same thing, but she also left it for her children. So her husband went live. Her husband went live, and I meant to cover this, but y'all, I cover so many topics, sometimes I forget. But her husband actually went live after she had passed, after they had, I'm not sure, had they had the funeral already? No, they hadn't had the funeral already. Actually, they were going to have, I believe, a memorial service, and they're going to have it after Thanksgiving. But her husband actually went live on the channel and basically said, you know, it's been very, very hard losing her. And he stated some things like Jenny said before she passed away that she's going to leave things around so you can think of her. So if you see a penny somewhere, think of Jenny. If you see a butterfly, think of her, things like that. So he said that she's been leaving things along the way for him. Do I believe that? I don't know. I'm just telling you what he said. But she's been leaving things along the way to remind him of her. And he was saying the kids are having a hard time, but they're making it through. And he was saying that his son has really been very helpful since she's passed away. So y'all just keep that family in your prayers. I believe Jenny and her husband have been married about 9 years, and she has some very, very small children. So her husband has the responsibility of raising those kids. It's a boy and a girl. And he did state that he has her family and her friends that are there to help him. So anyway, so we're going to proceed on with this morning's show. Let me see. I just see one comment. She said, like, share, everyone, is free. I forgot to tell y'all to share, but I know a lot of people are getting ready for Thanksgiving, which is fine. Y'all are cooking or what have you. Remember, we will be going live tomorrow. And it's going to be a brief little Thanksgiving message. We'll talk about some things, but it's not going to be a long show because I know y'all are prepping for Thanksgiving. So anyway, the first thing I want to talk about this morning is, first I got to tell y'all what's in the news. Oh my Lord, my voice. So, first thing I want to talk about, now y'all know about Kim Zolciak, right? She was the only Caucasian woman on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, her and her husband just got all types of stuff going on. I don't understand. Well, anyway, you know, TMZ was on the case again. Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman fighting started last week. Finance feud finally erupted Monday. The newfound happy times between Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman were short-lived. In fact, just a few days after celebrating the 12th anniversary, they were at each other's throats. Oh, my Lord. Sources familiar with the situation say it's been about a week now since Kim and Croy started having issues in their marriage once again. We're told the fights were intense, per usual, and revolved around their atrocious financial situation and its impact on their relationship. Now, y'all all know that two things are likely to happen that cause disruption. Well, three things. Disruption in a marriage. It's finances, not having enough sex. I'm just being real, y'all. And cheating. Anyway, translation. Back to the common thing that prompted Croy to file divorce docs in the first and the second place. We're told Kim and Croy remain under the same roof while they verbally sparred and things continue to bubble between them. So what happened was these little rascals went to Starbucks. And it's so funny that TMZ is always around because Croy and Kim live in Atlanta. So it kind of made me think, is this a stage? Because they was at Starbucks taking pictures of them. They didn't know a fight was going to ensue. Well, anyway, once they got home from Starbucks, they started fighting and law enforcement had to be called. It's like, what? No one was arrested. And the police officer and the supervisor actually went out to their home to calm things down. So I hope they get their little act together. I don't know what they got going on, but I don't know. Stay in the news for that. So anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is actually, now y'all know we talked about this, right? Ozempic. We had a whole show around this drug for diabetics about Ozempic. Well, it came out in Apple News. More Americans on Ozempic means smaller plates at Thanksgiving. Is that true, y'all? So we're going to talk about this. People on weight loss drugs are less fixated on the turkey and trimmings. This could mean trouble for food companies. What? I just want to say, I don't know about this Ozempic drug, and I would love for anyone who is watching this, if you have started that Ozempic drug, you take the shot every week, and you've taken that to lose weight, send me an email. I want to hear your testimony. And I do know of one person that is on Ozempic, and I'm telling you, every single time I log on to YouTube and I look at their videos, their weight is dropping quickly. But I would love to talk to someone to hear your opinion on that specific drug. Let me see. Lynetta Kendrick said, "Thank you, Kimmy, for your Daddy Live sermon. I enjoyed it so much. You are so inspiring. Keep doing what you do and know that your work is not in vain." Oh, that is so sweet. That is so nice. Thank you so much. And thank you for going back and watching that sermon from Sunday. I appreciate it. And I know he will appreciate hearing that you actually watched it. So thank you so much. Vicky said it works. Child, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know what? After Thanksgiving, I'm calling my doctor and I'm going to sit down and talk to him about this Ozempic. Because, child, I need to be on something, okay? All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is, y'all, I'm sorry, but my voice is leaving me. I don't know what's going on. Like this morning, I was talking. I was fine. I feel fine. Maybe it's just the weather change. So what I want to talk to is, the topic I came up with is, it takes one event to be homeless. So during this time of year, we see a lot of people who are on the sides of the road, near the Walmarts, near the malls, near the shopping areas, holding a sign saying, I know one sign that I saw, it says, anything helps, right? I know I have always been, sometimes I've been leery of some people who stand on the side of the road and it looks like they have nice clothes or whatever. And I'm like, they don't need no money. Look at them clothes they have on. And I'm sitting there judging them, right? Me and my brother had a conversation this morning. He was talking about homeless people, and that gave me a different perspective on it all. Because, hold on just a second. Somebody just left a comment. She said, and I'm going to get right back, I'm pre-diabetic, and I'm going to see if I can get some of that. Child, I'm about to get some of that too, sis. So both of us going to be on it. Anyway, so he was saying, it takes one event for you to be homeless. So I put myself in that situation. And I started thinking about, y'all know Caiden has been sick. He's been sick. Every week is something different. Sometimes he goes to the doctor twice a week. He have to go to the doctor. Every time we go to the doctor, it's $50 copay. That's why we stopped the giveaway, was because of all these medical bills, all these medications and everything. It costs. But then I start thinking, and I'm like, well, what if? Well, not even what if. For instance, when my dog attack happened, my husband and our income cut drastically. I'm talking about drastically. We were used to making the amount of money that we were making, and we were not expecting for me to get attacked by a dog. So hear this. Any type of life event can happen in the twinkling of an eye. You can be leaving your home. Somebody could, you could have a terrible accident where you have to go into the hospital for lengthy periods of time. And then once you're in a hospital for a lengthy period of time, say if you have a job, maybe you don't have short-term disability. Maybe you don't have long-term disability. Maybe you opted not to take that out when you start working with the company you work at. Because let's be real here. Times are hard. And sometimes, not sometimes, every dollar that you make counts. So there are a lot of people, number one, some people don't take out health insurance. Some people don't opt to have short-term disability, long-term disability. So if there is a life-altering event that happens in your life, you're not prepared. And say you don't have 6 months of income saved up. Anything can happen that can alter your life. And just like I talked about the gentleman on the side of the road, actually, he was near Walmart. He was dressed very nice. And he had a sign that said, anything helps. That could have been me. So let's talk about it. So the dog attack happened with me. Our income changed drastically. Me and my husband did everything we could, but we stayed in our home. We had just purchased our first home. We had stayed there, and during that time, it was during the COVID period. So we all know about the COVID relief that you can get through your mortgage company, where they will defer your payments, right? So we did that amount of times or whatever. Our mortgage had went up because we had a flex rate. We didn't have fixed. We had flex. So our mortgage had jumped sky high. We only had my husband's income. So we were robbing Peter to pay Paul, honey. And it was hard. And I didn't have medical insurance at the time because I didn't opt to take. No, I did have it. So once the dog attack happened, it was going to cost me so much money to continue to keep up my medical insurance. So I opted out of taking it because then I wouldn't have any money because they was paying me workers' comp. I wouldn't have any money. All my money was going to go to medical bills. And at that time, we hadn't had 6 months saved up. So we did everything we could. And we had to, in turn, sell our home. Instead of losing our home, we sold our home. And my dad was like, well, y'all can come stay here at our house. So now me and my husband stay here, and my parents stay in Starkville. But just think, if they were not there, we could have been homeless. So one event can make you homeless, because the thing is, you have bills that you already have. You have medical expenses. These things can happen to you. So what are you doing to ensure that these events don't happen to you? There was one thing that my brother was saying that I really thought it was really, really neat. Here's an example he said. He said, it's like when you get on an airplane and, you know, the stewardess is there or whatever, and she's telling you things to do just in case the plane goes down. What do? The first thing they tell you to do is you grab the mask first. You know, when them little, those air masks drop down, you grab the mask first and you put it on your face first. And then you put it on your child. Why? You save yourself first. So if you see people on the side of the road and you know you are in a bad situation yourself, you need to make sure you are in good stance. You need to make sure that you have a savings first before you go trying to help someone else. Help yourself first. So what do you do to try to get a good savings? First thing you need to do is you need to have a plan of action to prevent these things from happening and so you can help others. How do you do that? The simplest thing you can do is every time you get paid, you need to have a separate bank account and you need to have money automatically deposited into this separate bank account for emergencies. Well, not emergencies. Yeah, for emergencies. Because you never know what is going to happen. Then, if you get laid off, because there are some people that don't have tragic events happen, they get laid off from their job. And then what? Because, you know, you got to wait on workers' comp. You need to also have 6 months saved up so you can pay your bills. Now, that don't mean 6 months paid up so you can go to crazy deals like I be doing. Not crazy deals. Have 6 months saved up to pay your bills so you can survive. Also, for those of you all who do have money saved up, are you donating food to your local food bank? So this is Thanksgiving. This is pre-Thanksgiving Eve right now. And we need to be thankful for the things God has blessed us to have. But we also have to be good stewards of what God gives us, right? Not only being good stewards, but the Bible talks about it is more blessed to give than receive. So are you giving to your local food banks? Now, I'm not talking about giving them canned goods you get on the back of the shelf in your cabinet that are expired. If you wouldn't want to eat something, why would you give it to somebody else? Always give. So you can donate food to your local food banks. That would help so much. Now, if you can't donate food to your local food banks, say you don't have the money, you can donate your time. Time is priceless. I remember when I worked at a job in Tuscaloosa, and our company used to volunteer at the local food banks. And I remember pre-packaging, well, not pre-packaging, but pre-getting like little kits together to give away to somebody else. And y'all, I forgot how much time it takes to prepare to just give to somebody else. So you can volunteer at your local food banks to get those little kits together. We must help others because all of us could be in the same situation. Remember, it takes one life event. Mind you, these homeless people that you see on the street, some of them are not homeless because they're on drugs. Some of them are, but some of them are homeless because they've lost their job and they don't have money to pay bills, or some life event has happened. You know, maybe a family member has gotten sick. Maybe their kid has gotten sick and they have lost their home, but they're still working. Some people are homeless because they have bad credit. I was watching, I believe it was Tasha K. I was watching Tasha K. And this lady was on her show, and the lady was saying that her and her children are living in a homeless shelter right now because she does not have good credit. And these companies, number one, these companies that you work for, these companies that are going to rent to you, they want to make sure you have so many months as far as a check stub to even apply to live in these places. So a lot of people are homeless because they got bad credit and they can't get these apartments or they can't get approved for housing. Remember, we talked about last week about not having a credit card could prevent you from getting a lot of stuff, like a rental car. Like if you get hit by somebody and you have insurance, they have insurance, but you go try to get a rental car. If you don't have a credit card, you can't get a rental car. So, hold on a second. Simply Travel on Me said, my life and income changed significantly since I retired from my federal job, so I'm still making adjustments until I can draw my pension without penalty. Y'all hear this? Things happen quickly. I'm talking about quickly. She said, so I can see how people can become homeless. I'm grateful for my current job. Listen, it is so quickly to become homeless. Hold on, I made some notes. So what are each and every one of you doing? Now, we have 12 people on the live chat. Like I said, there are some people that can't comment, but what are you doing to prevent yourself, number one, from becoming homeless? Number two, what are you doing to help others? Now, for someone or anyone who is watching and you live in North Mississippi area, here's the suggestion I want to give to you this morning. So we're approaching Thanksgiving, right? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. There are a lot of people that are not going to have a Thanksgiving meal because they do not have money. Because as the cost of living goes up, once inflation goes up and your income is still the same, that's a problem in itself, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hold on, let me find it. I know it's in my phone. Thought I had it in here. So for those of you all who need some form of community assistance, and I'm going to talk about this again. If you need finance, and this is universal for anyone who is listening this morning. If you need financial assistance, the first place you need to go, now every state that I know has a Salvation Army. You need to go to the Salvation Army. Now, depending on what county that you're living in, and these are for the people that are in North Mississippi, you can Google Salvation Army in your county. The Salvation will help you with payment of utility bills. They'll help you with clothes. They'll help you with food pantry. Remember, we talked about that. And they will also help you with furniture. Now, there's also another organization who is also universal everywhere, is United Way. United Way is a community assistance with rent and utilities. So if you are having a hard time paying your rent, you need to contact the United Way. Not only the United Way can help you with rent, but also paying your utilities. Now, like I said, anything can happen, especially when you are robbing Peter to pay Paul. Let's talk about it, right? You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you're going to these finance companies. I'm not talking about going to the bank, because the bank gonna have a lower interest rate. But these finance companies have a big interest rate on this money. So it's pretty much doubling what you borrow. You're going to have to pay almost double that back, right? And you don't want to miss no payment with no finance company, honey. They're going to blow your doggone phone up. They blow your whole phone up trying to get their money back, right? So what you need to do is, if you are behind in your rent, instead of going to a finance company, if you are behind in your utility bills, don't go to the finance company. Go to some of these community programs, Salvation Army, United Way. Go try to get assistance. And also, depending on where you live, I would start at, hold on, because I found it before. You can contact your local human services. So like your places where you will get, is that food stamps or Medicaid, Medicare? Y'all, I'm probably wrong with Medicare, Medicaid. I always get that confused, which is which. Then for those of you all who have children, you need food stamps, or maybe you are on a fixed income and you're older and you're on, disability, or if you're on Social Security, which is hardly anything, you need to apply for food stamps. Honey, I wish I can get some food stamps. They don't charge no tax on that. So if you need assistance, do not be so prideful where you don't go get the help you need. Hold on a second. I see some chats. She said, if you know somebody in your life who are struggling, share the resources of support. Make sure you share these resources. That got to be my brother typing. That ain't my mama, because she ain't gonna type that good. So my brother said, if you know somebody in your life who is struggling, share the resources of support. Lynetta Kendra said, that is really good advice. That's true, because we can be one paycheck away from being homeless. So we have to be careful not to look down on others, but to help out when we can. We have to help out, because when I was having this conversation with my brother this morning, I thought about myself, and I could have been homeless. And it started with the dog attack, and it was downhill from there. Matter of fact, after I got attacked with the dogs, I want to say the next year I had COVID, y'all, and I did not have health insurance. Remember, I talked about I elected not to get the health insurance because that was going to take all my doggone workers' comp check. So I opted not to get the health insurance. And so I got COVID, and I had to go in the hospital, y'all. I was admitted into the hospital, was in intensive care, and I probably stayed in the hospital 9 days, maybe, with no health insurance. And then I had to come home with oxygen. Guess what? All that had to be paid for. Medications, no insurance, had to be paid for. So it can happen. Now, thank God that my husband actually, one bad thing led to a good thing. My husband stopped working at these plants, and he got his CDL license. Now he's driving trucks, and now we have insurance. It's not the best insurance, but honey, we got insurance. So that's a good thing, because $50 copay is so much better than paying $1,100 for a medication. And some of these medications cost that. Shoot, Caidens medication costs that. He has acid reflux, so his costs that. Thank God for insurance. I'm only paying $15 a month for his insurance. I mean, for that particular medicine. So anyway, Blanche said, good morning, girl. Proud of you, girl. Oh, thank you, Blanche. Y'all, shout out to her. She lives in Jackson, Mississippi. She's an amazing Black queen. Her daddy is a preacher. And Blanche run a daycare. So shout out to our little small businesses. I don't think hers is small, though. She got a lot of kids in that daycare. So shout out to her. Let's see. She's Simply Traveling with Me said, I teach in a Title I school in Georgia, and many people don't know this, but Title I schools have federal funding that allows the schools to reach out to programs in the community that will feed them. Wow, this is great information. This is great information. Wow. I didn't know that. Many Title I schools will pay utilities and etc. We send food home with children daily and have a clothing bank at the school. Y'all, that's almost going to make me cry. Because I hate for children to have to suffer and not have food. But that is that's just the hard, cold truth. It's so many people, so many parents that do work that still can't make ends meet. But I also want to tell you that just because you are going through a tough period, remember I talked about maybe about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, about if you are not making enough on your current job, go get you another job. Listen, if you have children and you have a family member that you trust that will be able to keep your kids, tell your family member, listen, I need your help. Now, when I get on my feet, I'll take care of you, but I need your help. Is there any way that you can take care of little Johnny or little Susie while I work? So I can work, so I can provide food and clothing and have things that they need. Trust me, a family member, but somebody you trust, child. You don't want to drop them off to anybody. But if you have someone you trust, go get you another job. Go work 3 jobs. If one job is not paying what you need, go get you a job. And if all else fails, start you a social media page. Y'all quit sleeping on social media. Listen, honey, when I saw Peach McIntyre making all that money on social media, let me tell you something. She posted a photo in her community tab yesterday. Some guy made over $20-something thousand that was deposited into his account off Facebook from 1 month. This wasn't her check. This was somebody else's check. I'm like, what in the world? So when you see something like that, if you are hungry, and I'm not talking about food hungry, if you are hungry for more, having more abundance in your life, more having financial security, making sure your children have something to eat, you're going to find a way. Trust me. You're going to find a way to learn what that gentleman has done to make that $20-something thousand a month on Facebook by posting reels and making posts on Facebook. Maybe that's why Peach McIntyre is acting the way she act, because she knows she got to provide food for her kids, because she was on Section 8 before. She was on food stamps. And what is that? Food stamps, Section 8. Well, she was on all of them. That's all I know. She was on all of them. So my situation, I am trying to provide an income so my husband and I eventually, with my income and his income together, we can go purchase us a house, a very nice home. Well, I don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul, because it is hard to only have one person in the household bringing income in the family. Y'all, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. She said, my heart breaks every day for, oh my goodness. My heart breaks every day for my homeless children living in hotels and those who have parents who are addicted. Y'all, that's sad. That is so sad. I hate to see children who are struggling or whose parents are struggling, because children, they just go to school just to learn. But some of these kids have the weight of the world on them, where they can't focus on learning because their stomach is growling, or they're not having that love at home from their mother and father, and they see their addicted parents or their abusive parents, and they come to school. Y'all, this is sad. There was a little girl that I knew long years ago when Jazz was little, and her mother had a bunch of kids, whole bunch of kids, and it broke my heart about this little girl, but they didn't have the food that they did. I don't know if her mom was selling the food stamps to buy drugs. I don't know. I can't even remember what her mother was doing and why they didn't have food. But the little girl did not have food, and y'all, she would fill herself up on water at a small. Hey, y'all, this is about to make me cry. Really, she would fill herself up on water and bread, and I could remember back then when there would be teachers that will come to school early that would have clothes. Like they would have like little boxes of clothes, and they would change the little girl clothes because she didn't have any clothes. And I could remember she would come to my house, because I don't remember exactly where she lived, but she would come to my house. And when I could, I would cook for her, or like lotion. I would get to school early, and I would get a little girl lotion, so she would have lotion on her skin. That kind of stuff breaks my heart. And the one thing I want to say or leave with you all, children don't ask to be here. It is our responsibility to at least give these kids a fighting chance. So if you are suffering with some form of addiction, go get the help you need. There are so many services here to help you. And if you don't love yourself enough to get off of these drugs or stop with your addiction, love your children. Love your children enough not to be in these situations. All right. Oh, child, I can't talk about that no more. Vicky McCreary said that was Darius Cook. Darius Cook, y'all, I'm talking about. That joker made over $20,000 on YouTube, and it's possible. I mean, on Facebook. It is possible. So if you have a Facebook page and all you do is keep up mess, you better turn that doggone Facebook page into professional mode. Y'all, I'm giving y'all a tip now, because some of y'all y'all don't have y'all pages on professional mode. Turn those pages on professional mode. Turn them on professional mode. Once you turn your page on professional mode, that's going to get you started. Now, that's free advice. I wrote an e-guide, and instead of me having you purchase my e-guide, I just gave you some free game. Turn your Facebook pages on professional mode. That's going to be my tip of the day. That didn't cost you nothing. She said he has a lot of followers, and he is a drama king, honey. There go that. So, Vicky said drama equals money. So I talked to my brother yesterday, and he was like, Kim, you don't have to have drama to make money or to be successful on YouTube. He said, I know a lot of podcasters that do positive content. So he just said, just keep doing what you're doing. And so it may be a slow progression, but you never know where Kimmies World will take me. I have no idea where it's going to take me. I do enjoy it. And that's one thing I can say. I enjoy doing this. Anyway, she says, we have to make sacrifices for our children. Trouble don't last always. It's not going to be hard always. It's not. But you got to make sacrifices. And for those of you all who have plenty, share with someone else. Don't just hold on to, what is that song y'all learned? We learned when we was at church, when we was a little kid. What is that song? Some, you have to give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Some, you have to give it away. You end up having more. Y'all remember that song? Love is like a lucky penny. Hold it tight and you'll have many. Give it away and you'll have plenty. You end up having more. Y'all learn that as little kids. I know I did. My mama used to sing that. So don't hold on tight to your stuff, y'all, because you only going to have many. But if you give it away, you'll have plenty. Look at Oprah Winfrey. Y'all remember back in the day when Oprah Winfrey gave everybody in the United States that KFC coupon and you can go get you something to eat? She fed everybody. Everybody got a meal that day if you went to KFC, because I got it too. So share with others. This is Thanksgiving. Be grateful for what you have. Be good stewards over what you have. Let me see. Love is something you have to give it away. Okay, that's the song. Love is something you have to give it away. If you love your fellow man, like the Bible says, child, I'm not even going to quote because I can't even remember. I should have made a note this morning. But I'm sure Davita might already logged off, y'all. She's prepping for Thanksgiving. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up this morning's chat. I really appreciated the chat this morning. It's a great conversation, great engagement. And talking about children who don't have is a very touchy subject to my heart. She said, hold it tight. You won't have any, give it away, and you will have plenty. That's right. She said, that's right, because if you quit, you will never know where your channel will go. So keep going. Never know where this channel gonna go. Oh my goodness, Mama, look who in the chat. Sister McCandless is in the chat. Great. Oh my goodness. How you doing, Sister McCandless? Her and my mama was good friends back in the day. But Sister McCandless, moved back to Tennessee and mama moved to Alabama. And they don't keep in contact as much, but they were really good friends back in the day. And honey, Sister McCanna's know she could make a good chest pie. I think that's that pie she used to make. How you doing, Sister McCanna? She says she doing okay. And you have a great Thanksgiving. Tell Valerie and Felicia and Anita and your husband and Karina, tell all of them the McCullum family said hello. So anyway, make sure you are giving to others. If you have plenty, give it away to somebody else. Help somebody else this Thanksgiving. Because trust me, it will come back to you tenfold. It will. Everything you put out into this world, whether it is good or bad, it's going to come back. So make sure you put a lot of good so a lot of good can come back and you can feel good. I like to feel good. What's that quote Deion Sanders say? When you look good, you feel. Hold on. What's that quote, y'all? I like that quote Deion Sanders say. Hold on. I'm going to get it. Deion Sanders quote. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get it. I love that quote. Okay. The quote he say is, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. And if you play good, they pay good. So listen, take that philosophy through your everyday life. If you look good, you're going to feel good. You know, you got to fake it till you make it now. If you feel good, you play good. You act good. You know, things go well in your everyday life. You can perform better on your job. You can have a great attitude when you come across people like homeless people, not even homeless. It could be just people that are just trying to make it. There's a lot of people out there who are just trying to make it. And if you play good, meaning you're acting good, they pay good. The Lord gonna bless you. Help others. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful pre-Thanksgiving. Y'all don't put too much salt in them foods like I did yesterday. Don't put too much sugar in them cakes. And don't put too much sage in the dressing. Because that dressing will come out nasty, child. Anyway, y'all have an amazing Wednesday. Do something kind for someone else. I will catch y'all tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I know it's going to be Thanksgiving, but we're going to have a great message. And we're going to talk about some things that we should be thankful for, or we are thankful for. And I might open it up where some people can come on and you could talk for a brief moment. It's not going to be a long show. It's going to be something quick. Because listen, 12 o'clock, we're going to be eating. I don't know about y'all, but my mama eat early. So anyway, and I got to get on the road to get down to mama's house. So anyway, y'all have an amazing Wednesday. I will catch y'all on tomorrow morning. And remember what we always say on the Kimmies Morning Show. If you don't learn something new every day, you're going to be dumb the rest of your life. And we don't have no dumb folks in Kimmies World. No dumb people. Because I'm going to bring the information to you. We're going to learn at least one new thing every single day. Now, if you have show topics that you want something discussed on the Kimmies Morning Show, make sure you send me an email. It's kimmiestea@gmail.com. If you don't know where that is, just look in the description box of this live video. It'll tell you how to get in contact with me. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. I'll see y'all tomorrow.